My boss said, "You're too expensive, replacing me with an outsourced team." I nodded. The next day, ADOD General walked into the office. He pointed at the new team. "Who are these civilians touching my data? Shut it down. Shut it all down now. I'm Sarah, and for 8 years I've been the only thing standing between my company and a federal prison sentence. I'm the systems security lead for a government contractor that handles classified military data. Think logistics coordinates, troop movements, the kind of stuff that lands you in Guantanamo if it leaks." Yesterday started normal. I was tracking a suspicious network issue when HR texted, "Bring your badge." My stomach dropped. That's never good news. I walked into the conference room and met Derek, our new CFO. 3 weeks on the job, zero tech knowledge, and a suit that cost more than my car. He smiled like a shark. "Sarah, we've reviewed your department's costs," he said. "You're expensive. We found an offshore team that's much cheaper. They start tonight. Leave your access credentials and badge." I stared at him. "Derek, do they have federal security clearance? Because we handle TS/SCI data. Without clearance, you're breaking federal law." He laughed. Actually laughed. "It's just data, Sarah. Don't be dramatic. We need fiscal agility." Something cold settled in my chest. I unclipped my badge and placed my security token on the table. "When do they take over the midnight handshake?" "They're fully trained," he said, waving me off. I packed my stuff and left. No drama, no scene. But here's what Derek didn't know. The system requires a manual security check every 6 hours. Miss it, and the system assumes you're under attack. It locks down everything and sends an alert to the Department of Defense. I went home and poured bourbon. At midnight, my phone lit up. I still had emergency notifications because I built the system. Unrecognized IP attempting admin access. The cheap offshore team was trying to log in from India using basic remote desktop software on a classified military network. They didn't have VPN, encryption, or clearance. The alerts kept coming. Incorrect credentials. Unauthorized access attempt. Federal compliance triggered. The system did exactly what I designed it to do. It locked everything down and sent a priority alert to DoD Cyber Command. At 4 a.m., my phone rang. 7 missed calls from Derek. I listened to the voicemails. First one, "There's a glitch. Call me back." Second, "If you sabotage this, I'll sue you." Third, a colonel called. "Where are the backup codes?" Fourth, "The fire department is here. The servers are overheating. Please help." Fifth, "Federal agents just arrived. They're asking for you." I didn't call back. At 6:30 a.m., a DC number called. "This is General Martinez, DoD Cyber Command. Your facility triggered a level red breach. You're listed as the primary security officer." "I was fired yesterday, General." Budget cuts. Long silence. "You were terminated? Who has clearance now?" "Nobody, sir. They replaced me with an offshore team." "Get to the facility now." I drove over. The parking lot was full of police cars, fire trucks, and black government SUVs. Employees were evacuated, staring as federal agents waved me through. Inside, Derek was arguing with a 2-star general. He looked destroyed, suit wrinkled, sweating, panicking. "It's just a misunderstanding," Derek pleaded. General Martinez turned as I walked in. "Miss Sarah?" "Yes, sir. Fix this. You're working for DoD now." The servers were at 94 degrees, minutes from permanent damage. I pulled up the terminal and started typing. Derek found my security token in the trash and handed it over, shaking. I restored the cooling system. Then I pulled up the breach logs. "General, the offshore team tried installing TeamViewer, free version, on a classified network. That's what triggered the alert." General Martinez stared at Derek. "You gave classified access to unauthorized civilians using free software? That's not just negligence. That's criminal." End quote. Derek collapsed into a chair, crying. "I was saving money." "You saved 4% on payroll," I said, "and cost the company its federal contract." The general suspended our contract immediately. The facility was now under military control. He offered me triple my salary to stay as site commander. I looked at Derek. "I'll need a new office. I want his." Derek was led away by FBI agents for questioning about evidence tampering. I'm sitting in the corner office now, drinking expensive coffee the CEO personally bought me. My new contract is worth more in 1 month than my entire year's salary. The offshore team, blacklisted by every ISP in India and facing local law enforcement. Derek, probably facing federal charges. The CEO apologized and gave me full hiring authority. Never fire the person who holds the keys to the kingdom. Turns out, fiscal agility is expensive when it costs you everything.